Okay, we mentioned off the top of the show that the original Tron movie came out in 1982. 5 years earlier than that, the Canadian rock band Prism released the song Spaceship Superstar. And in it, they promised to, quote, rock the galaxy with their solar-powered laser beam guitar. Well, 33 years later, we're still using essentially the same guitars they did in the 70s. Wood body, metal strings. This one doesn't even have an electric pickup. The laser beam guitar has remained a thing of rock and roll myth until now. Alan Nursall claims to have discovered the real thing. And this week, Alan rocks out with a member of the Tragically Hip at Queen's University in Kingston. It's rock and roll mixed with science, as only our Alan can do.
In 1977, Canadian rock band Prism sang about a laser beam guitar. Today, Canadian rocker Paul Langlois from the Tragically Hip is playing one.
I met Peter and he was talking about this Photonic guitar, and I was like, well, what do you mean? It takes light and turns it into sound.
Peter is not a musician. He's a chemistry professor, and he's firing laser beams at guitars and he's getting sound in return.
We didn't start out to build guitars. This is a chemistry lab, and we started out building chemical sensors, and we realized they're very vibration sensitive.
In traditional electric guitars, the sound of the strings is captured using magnetic pickups hooked up to an amp to get sound. Peter's new guitar picks up sound waves with laser light and fiber optics.
So what we have is a fiber optic cable that goes in, and inside the guitar are 7 fiber optic sensors.
The sensors measure the vibration from the guitar and turn that into sound.
It's not that different from the lasers you find in CD players.
So Paul is not in mortal danger here.
I hope not, no.
Okay. You didn't know you had laser beams coming into your hand.
We have safety goggles for the other lasers, but no, be safe. The fiber optic pickup is right here, and there's a bit of cable that sticks out. It's very tiny, 100 micron in diameter, roughly the diameter of a human hair. And then the cable just runs down the neck and back into our detector.
When Paul plays his little riff on the guitar, what's happening in the headstock?
As the strings vibrate, the headstock flexes back and forth, so you can see it moving, or you can feel it moving. The grating that is fixed to the surface of the headstock is then moving with it. The laser light that goes into the grating is going to be reflected or not, depending on just how much it has flexed.
This little black dot is the sensor. For today, masking tape holds it in place. As laser light travels down the cable from this black box, it hits the sensor and bounces back to the photodetector. When the guitar is strummed, the body vibrates, and so does the sensor, and that vibration is translated into sound.
This guitar is sort of one of your initial test beds, but you have a much more special guitar. Okay, Peter, where's the tape? Where's the masking tape?
In this case, as the guitar was assembled, we took the sensors and put them right under the top plate. So you can't see them anymore. There's a total of 7 of them. There's 2 sensors here, 2 here. There's 1 each at about this position, and I think we have another one up here. And they pick up different vibrations of the top plate. We take the output from all 7 sensors, and then the musician or the sound engineer can mix the sound together any way he likes. This is the first time that these fiber optic elements, or the fiber optic sensors and instruments have been brought together. So I think it's the first time that a photonic guitar has been built.
And so how does Paul like it?
Sounds great. Yeah, sounds more acoustic than electric. It's pretty loud. I'm pretty impressed. And the reason it's so loud is because it's so thick. I mean, you get a lot of semi-acoustics that would maybe be half this thickness. So there's a lot of air in here. So it really does vibrate well.
Paul,
yeah?
I gotta stop you there because I got a fever. I got a fever and there's only one prescription.
Oh, yeah?
Okay? The prescription is more cowbell. So, come on, you ready?
Absolutely.
I want to play along.